Siema, siema, witam was serdecznie na moim kanale. Ja jestem Ardal, a to jest kolejny odcinek naszych przygód z grą Baldurs Gate 3. Drodzy widzowie, nie przedłużam, wam życzę miłego oglądania. Jedziemy. Rozgryvam jeszcze raz ten moment z Karlach, bo miałem wrażenie, że trochę źle wydałem punkty atutów, a nie chcę ich marnować. Więc idziemy jeszcze raz, żeby nam pomógł z okiełznaniem tego serduszka u niej, panicznego, piekielnego.
I spent a good bit of time in the house. Enlisted against my will by the archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallogized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky. I might be able to help. I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Vernus. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Will you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
I'd worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Hey soldier, I think we picked up some of that infernal iron already. What say you? Should I give it to him? Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. I think. There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of hit.
That feels good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now. But I'm not giving up. Could be if the combustion chamber had its own insulation, or if we had some kind of enchanted coolant. Find me again in Baldurs Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlak. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal iron you find along the way,
Okay.
Who uses wooden tools?
Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but it did juice me up. I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Bring it on. Don't be shy.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Jakiś pancerz średni by się przydał.
Let's get on with it.
No ale nie ma. Więc trzeba kupić.
Is that everything?
On będzie miał jakiś pancerz.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
Nie ciężki, tylko średni.
Die if I met a heroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Okej, i przy okazji coś można sprzedać. Po co z sobą dźwigać niepotrzebne rzeczy?
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy. Scowl on your face, frightened troll. You're an idiot.
Oh, I could go for a good meal.
KP14, a bez tego będzie 12. Okej.
Let's move.
Dobra, trzeba znowu się zregenerować.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True.
Could use the target practice.
Hells take me. What I wouldn't do for best tools. No helping it. We're exposed now.
O, piesio.
Dog pants through a ball held firmly in his mouth. He relinquishes the ball. It is well chewed and slick with drool. His eyes track the ball avidly. He shuffles on his paws, ready to chase after it. Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Ciekawą obrożę z jakimiś runami. Tego trzeba będzie ubrać. To zmienimy.
What's on your mind? I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Musimy Wyla ubrać. Tak nie łaził.
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her. That's the spirit.
Where am I needed?
What to do? How much farther can I go?
Dobra, znowu zmienimy na Karlach.
Copper for your thoughts? Old Rusty? Sure. The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldurs Gate. Our hero, Karlach, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell. Guy named Gortash. Politician. Inventor. One of these wheeler-dealer types who seems to have a finger in every pie. I guess I was naive to think everything he got up to was above board. What did I know? I saw a job. A good job. With people I liked. Doing work I was good at. Sometimes I'm jealous of that girl. Ugh, to feel so invincible again. We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
Piekła wzięta.
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride. No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players. Make room then, and hurry.
Dobra, więc musimy Wyla zostawić z powrotem.
Well met. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. I'll accept the flattery either way. I suppose I'll grow used to the new me, horns and all. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. but I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the blade of frontiers again. A possibility that's kept me awake countless nights. But I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. She could kill me for one, and that's not the worst of it. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the cloths on our backs and the worms in our heads. We can, I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet. Well met. Are you sure? The blade stands at the ready. And just when things were warming up.
Okej, bierzemy ją. Ona nam się przyda w walce z tymi goblinkami.
Let's go, go, go.
Ale musimy wpierw się zregenerować. Nic tu nie ma. Nie widzę. Dobra, możemy iść. Okej.
This is ridiculous.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Nah, it'll be fine. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens. Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Druids
Okej.
uses wooden tools.
There's no time to waste.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Oko.
What am I to do?
Dałaby się jakaś jej broń lepsza.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not grumpy.
The scowl on your face would frighten a troll.
You're an idiot.
Okej. Dobra, jeszcze jakąś kuszę dla niej. I dla niej.
Never a dull moment. What path lies before me?
I'm looking for steel. I have, well, something close.
Bóg też może być. Ciężka kusza. I lekka kusza.
How long until Roland shows off his thunder wave?
Depends. How many people are dumb enough to ask?
True. I'd die if I met Leroic and reeking of this place. I'll never get the smell out of my clothes. I'll have to burn them.
Goblins will
Okej.
Hell's
The charmer.
Dobra. Teraz tak. Jak ta chuszca? Jeszcze było coś.
Don't be grumpy, Roland. We'll get to the city soon.
I am not
A
grumpy.
to.
Scowl on your face, you frightened troll.
Ta Stariona.
You're an idiot.
Dobra. Mamy to.
shame the goblins didn't.
Idziemy do wioski znowu.
Midges, shouldn't nature be beautiful and serene? It looks so nice in the upper city parts.
Upper City, huh? Spent much time there myself.
Teraz pójdziemy w inną stronę.
Bug's Banquet.
Good. I've always
Tutaj.
been curious what a patron looks like.
Scream all you like! Nobody! Look what we got here! Another little birdie wanting to fly! Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you! Hope you got a stomach for heights! What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. 'Cause it makes me laugh. You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I reckon we could do better than this run, eh? We're leaving. What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to... I said we're leaving! There's plenty of sport and rich pickings out there for us.
All right then.
Fresh meats. Scared meats. Yes.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Dobra, trzeba teraz gnoma uratować.
I'll take that.
Fajne budki to były. Szybkie, lekkie stopy.
What's the story?
Karla.
Where to?
Whole village is falling to pieces. These goblins aren't exactly house proud as occupiers go.
Don't blame the gobs.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it. As long as it doesn't hamper us too much.
Haste. Let's see what this does.
What are you waiting for?
Okej, on nie będzie tu jeszcze dźwigał. On tu nie jest od dźwigania. Już i tak sporo tego dźwiga.
What's next?
And these things have stayed interesting.
Dobra, idziemy do tego gnoma.
Have to keep going.
Come on, untie me! Cut me loose! Free me and find out!
Ugh. Maga Kamara.
Those pustulant thugs. Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldurs Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Okej. Gnom uratowany. Musimy pójść teraz tam. Bo tu raczej nie ma dalej przejścia. Nie. Tu musimy pójść.
Missing children. Maggie Terrance, Marcus Terrance, Mathan Deach, Rochelle Kirk.
Tam też to tak odprowadzi. Zobaczymy. Nie ma nic ciekawego. Dobra. Chcemy sobie tamtędy. Aby pójść na około i tędy przejść. Budzimy po tym moście.
Enemies ahead.
Stop!
We'll need the cover story.
Look it, Claw. Sapper's here. Unless you got another reason to be here. Fexite.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Down, Claw! Bad girl!
A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice tells you to be calm. You are loved.
Easy, lads. We got a true soul coming through. I don't know any house in your excellness. Oh, one of them thieves? If he ain't dead, he's in the pits with the rest of them.
If this is the state of their camp, how bad must the pits be?
Lads are celebrating the raid on Waukeen's Rest. We captured a Duke, we did, all the way from the city. I'm sure the higher-ups will make sure you get the best of the spoils, your excellness. The boss is in the temple inside. Midara too. And Priestess Gut can show you how many new recruits we got.
How much longer we gotta stay out here, boss?
These big boys
could guard the place themselves.
Let us off the hook.
Keep your distance, darling. One step at a time. Time for discretion. Let's keep to the shadows.
Shut it! We got a job to do.
They could at least send some of that booze our way.
You'd be even less...
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
Yes, let's.
What are they doing over there?
All's well that ends.
Chasing how
Not
much
as bad as
longer
it could
we
have.
gotta stay out here, boss?
On my way.
They could at least send some of that booze our way.
And the Law and Order I'm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh? You ain't here? We sacked Waukeen's Rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, gnolls snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious. Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the Flaming Fist? Pile of smoking corpses. You ain't know the broken road? Nah. I'll tell you real slow like, so you don't miss it. North. What about the priestess?
Why the hell not? To Priestess Gut!
voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger, and turned against you. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf, exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the prism, and you will be worthy to stand beside them in my presence.
O, użyła tego artefaktu.
From the artifact, lifting the pain from you, pushing the voice away.
My power grows. My forces gather. The reckoning draws.
Don't give me that look. I don't know what just happened any more than you do. We should keep going.
Nice one, Shadowheart. That thing in your pocket seems powerful as hell.
I don't know. Not exactly. All I know is it's important I get it back to Baldur's Gate. At any cost. I suppose, if we're to continue together, I may as well tell you. I serve Shah. My home is a secret cloister in Baldur's Gate. A group of us was sent to retrieve the artifact. Now I'm the only one left. I can't afford to fail. I can't tell you any more. This mission required utmost secrecy. We all submitted to having our memories suppressed so that we couldn't betray Shah's confidence. If I reach my contact in the city, I'll have my memories restored. Until then, I have to guard the artifact with my life. There. You have the truth, for all it's worth. Let's continue.
Heavens forbid. We're all entitled to our secrets.
Forever, ideally. And you assume too much about what I can and cannot tell. Secrecy is everything for Shah's children. It's our code, our creed, our shield. I'm not sorry I kept this from you. Not one bit. Though perhaps that might change. If you can show an open mind. Talk to me later. We've got more pressing matters to see to right now. There's nothing more I can tell you. All I remember is that I have to get back to my contact in the city.
A powerful artifact indeed, to have caught the attention of so many. Not least the Absolute itself, the 3 figures in the vision, the Chosen are searching for it. With the cultists' aid, it will not be long before they find it. Before they find you. You have evaded them so far, thanks, it seems, to the artifact itself. But how long can such protection last? Shadowheart has made her position clear. She will see that it is taken to its destination. At any cost. And you still do not know what it even is.
I trust you more than most. But I'm sorry. That's too much to ask. This is my responsibility. I wouldn't quite say that. But it'll be safe with me. Let's go. What's that?
Przełęcz. Okej, ale tam nie idziemy na razie, może później. Musimy iść do tego obozu goblinów.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
O, wolno. Trzeba go będzie ocalić.
Ah, a stranger in a fair camp. Laugh if you dare, recoil if you must. It's got wings. And new ages dawn, with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid. Draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you gallant.
You! Move on!
Do as she says. Now. Now, where was I?
Wait a tick! That a friend of yours?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying!
To you? Never. Come, let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous. Draw Ragslin.
You broke him!
Wait, wait. Draw Ragslin. We pray. We.
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now look what you've done.
Come on! Fly fine!
Of course, ma'am.
My name's Gribbo, idiot!
Right, yes. Not for me.
Nothing beats the taste of stolen beer.
To jakiś handlarz jest.
But it's massive. I'm still just a babe. It don't feel right messing with it, is all.
You going on the next ride? Statue of Seluna. This ruin must have been dedicated to her, and now it's a nest for some filthy goblins. A fitting end.
Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems.
Fresh home with me bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good!
And who are you? Another pest? Think you rule the world just 'cause you got a scary face? Ah!
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Everyone says that, and then they spit in our faces. But no more. Things are changing. You better go on, or I'll want.
Well, go on.
Hmm.
Give him a nibble.
Teraz to trzeba te moce odnawiać, kurczę. Raz na długi odpoczynek. Nic.
Need to find a way forward.
Her patronage couldn't spare this place from goblins, clearly.
This is making my head hurt.
Okej. Udamy się do obozu. Damy tu sobie.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you.
Sporo ich pochłania.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh yes, we enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. Inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. Flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. The outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all.
Okej,
I
spoko.
understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Okej. Jeszcze z kimś tu musimy pogadać? Jakąś interakcję? Wiem, że może z nią, ale...
sorrows guide us. Did you want something?
Quite the understatement, but yes, I have it. And I'll guard it with my life. I was part of a group sent by my cloister. We were to take the artifact from the kiyanki and bring it to Baldurs Gate, no matter the cost. Though it turned out the cost was very steep. I was the only one of the group to survive. I took the artifact and fled, only to be ensnared by mind flayers before I could finish the mission. That's all I know. That's all I need to know. I told you already. I surrendered my memories for the sake of the mission. Shah's secrets must be protected. Duty demands it. Once I fulfill my mission, I can have my memories restored. That's not a luxury open to many people, us included. I have my faith to turn to instead. You should find something of your own. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or armor. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing me, testing me. But perhaps it's none of those. Perhaps it's completely random. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. Until then, all I can do is endure. I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you see me wince or cry out. It'll pass quickly enough. It always does. Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You can tolerate a great deal of suffering so long as it has meaning. I'm sure you do. But please try to understand that it's not something I can just talk about freely. Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her? My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Most fear the dark, like children. Because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide.
we act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on, the institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths. You're wiser than most. Many people balk at our doctrine. It's the reason why we cherish secrecy. You've a habit of saying all the right things. Either you're very glib or we're kindred spirits. Maybe both, knowing myself. But yes, once we've saved ourselves, we can talk more on this. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell. What, besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memories suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't remember much of myself either. If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
Okej, co pogadaliśmy? Zobaczymy, czy Astarion coś ma powiedzieć.
Need something? It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free and a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. We can't. And yet I cross the threshold like moonlight through leaves. This worm is a powerful little beast, isn't it? What's not to enjoy? I can walk in sunlight, trespass upon any home, manipulate minds. I'm the most powerful vampire in the realms. Granted, the looming doom is an issue, but why not enjoy the benefits while we can? I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul. and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way, so why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador. Figuring out what's happening to us, confronting a god called the Absolute, and then finding time to kill my old master before he can control me once more? Yes, that's an option, but I wouldn't bet eternity on it. Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands, but now I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again. I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble. No innocence. You have my word. Only villains that we need to kill anyway. After all, you know what I am now. I can fight with all my weapons. Teeth included. And if I happen to drain the occasional bandit during a fight, what's the harm? They're just as dead. As am I. I'm starting to feel a little peckish already.
Okej. Zobaczymy, czy coś jeszcze...
What's next, I wonder?
Akrobata. Okej.
Hey, good looking.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Don't touch me.
Looking ahead.
Copper for your thoughts. Old Rusty? Sure. Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, frosty pints. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, start making up for lost time. But not today.
Okej. Odpoczniemy sobie. Leczenie. To się przede wszystkim przyda. Dobra. Zróbmy sobie pełny odpoczynek. O, jakaś cutscenka kolejna.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. Your hands shake as they reach upward. Your forehead remains drenched no matter how much you wipe.
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok! Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust. Your blood runs quicker, feeding the gnawing absence at the center of your mind. Lae'zel's fear grips you. Not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon. Forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlakith.
I will not let the Geich take me. I will earn Vlakith's honor. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
O! Chyba ten cały strażnik. Pierwszy raz spotkanie z nim.
I came just in time. You are transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before. And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. We haven't much time, so listen closely. great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. For the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Feel better. I promise.
A, to jest mój chowaniec. Nie mogę go sam przywołać. Spoko. Pisz sobie.
This one is a true soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
Your mind swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
O, i są mocy. Mhm. To jest ciekawe na dłuższą metę. To jest ciekawe. Pierwszy z ataku to jest cechy. To się przyda. Tutaj dobre początki. I damy tu koncentrowany wystrzał. Mamy jeszcze jakąś kijankę? Może ją przypadkiem opchnąłem, kurczę. I sprzedałem. Wydawało mi się, że była jeszcze jedna. Kurczę. No nic. Moi drodzy widzowie, to było na tyle w dzisiejszym odcinku. Jeżeli ten się Wam podobał, zostawcie łapkę w górę. Zachęcam Was do pisania komentarzy pod filmikiem, zostawienia subika z dzwoneczkiem. Zachęcajcie swoich znajomych, by ten kanał subowali. I do zobaczenia w następnym odcinku. Siema!